Good morning. Today is going to be a busy day. I have a starter to replace in my Chevy Suburban, and on my Ford Expedition I have some front suspension parts that I'm going to replace. I purchased my starter online at Amazon for a real reasonable price. I'll have you listen to the starter before the project begins. It starts the car, and I hadn't realized that the starter was already sounding weak. At the end of this video, I'll have you listen to the starter, the original before, and then the starter afterwards, and you can really tell the difference. Well, that one sounded pretty good. Still, gonna replace it. We're gonna slide underneath here and get ourselves to the starter. Let's see. One evening after I'd gone on a long trip, I came out and it wouldn't start. Next morning, I had my wife get in there, twist the handle or twist it to start, and then I came up and gave it a good rap with a hammer and it started right up. So I've decided I'm just going to replace it completely. Now, the only thing that really holds this on is this bolt here and this bolt here. It's got some cables in the back. I did a video on replacing the starter cable. If I can, that's it right there in the screen, right back there. So what I'm going to do is head up top, unhook the battery so when I'm messing around down here I don't have sparks and arcs and stuff, and then we'll undo these bolts, undo the wires in the back back here, and drop this entire starter down. I'm using a 9/16 socket to remove these two bolts here, and on the back side of the starter where the wires connect is a 1/2 inch nut there, and also a 5/16 inch nut for the small electrical connection. Since I'm unable to hold the camera and remove the starter at the same time, we'll just move on to where I already have the starter out of the vehicle. Well, here's the old starter and here's the new starter. And so on the very back, of course, are these bolts with their lock washers. Something I noticed is that this has this heat shield. Let's see. Oh, it just, as I was thinking, just clips right on and off. Yeah, good. That'll be cool. I mean, heck, if they had it on the original equipment, might as well make sure it's on the secondary stuff. That'll keep some of the exhaust heat off the starter. And now it's time to put the new one in. Here's where it's gonna go. I'll slide this starter right up in place into the bell housing, and then bolt it in place. But before I do that, I've got to put those two wires on the back of this here. Is it working? I've attempted to wedge the camera in there so that you can see what I'm doing. Good luck. All right. My attempt is to put the small wire on first, followed by the larger wire. I'm currently removing the lock washer on the nuts. Let's see. Not a lot of room to move. On with the small wire. Get the... No, don't move. That's the lock washer. Oh no. Camera dropped. Super fail. Alright. Well. Sorry guys. Okay. Right there. And now to get the big wire on, missed. Lock washer and nut. There. Set that there. Let's see. Small nut is a 5/16. Where are you at? Really can't see it. I just have to feel back here. There we go. Get my wrench. That's tight. And the large nut is a 1/2. Oh, don't drop on my head. And now we'll put this in place. Is it okay? You can see. Easy, easy. Got the thread started. Come on, there we go. Always get the thread started by hand. Alrighty. And what happens next, of course, is a test start. Since this didn't come with shims, and it's a Delco, I'm really hoping that it's within factory specs, and I won't need shims. I mostly purchase Delco stuff so that it's OEM replacement. Wrecked all my gloves, and so I get a little oil on my fingers and I've got no grip. There we go. Getting tighter. Now I'm gonna work on this one. There's a torque rating for this, but I'd have to look it up. That's why I'm using this small wrench, so I don't over torque it. Alrighty. Time to reconnect the battery and see if this starts. Alright, let's give it a test. Cross your fingers. Woo! That sounded nice. That sounded a lot better than the old starter. That one really kicked in. All right, test number 2. Definitely a lot stronger than the old starter. Okay, very cool. Here we are at the end of the video. Let's return to the beginning of the video and then the end of the video and listen to the comparison of the starters. Woo! That sounded nice. Thanks for watching. I hope these videos encourage you to get out there and do it yourself.